Welcome everyone to Pranic Flow. I'm April. Let's begin our practice together by finding a comfortable seated position of choice. That could be cross-legged, legs long, kneeling, maybe with or without a prop, whatever most serves your body at this time. Once you find your seat, relax your hands down and invite your palms to rotate up towards the sky. Here you might choose to unite the index and thumb into the mudra of wisdom. And then all together, let's allow the eyes to close down as we quiet the outer world and relax into the inner sphere of ourselves. And as you draw into the inner sphere of yourself, become very present here. So present that you are able to easily organize your alignment. So a subtle spread through the toes that initiates a stream of energy all the way up the legs into your hips. The hips relax. The seat roots down. And with that foundation, unravel your spine. So the pranic path becomes clear. The pranic path in the form of the energetic spine, Sushumna Nadi, awakens, lengthening through the spine. And release any weight that you may have been holding on the shoulders. The shoulders draw back and down. Soften your entire facial expression. Quiet your inner gaze and invite your inner gaze to become very steady. And as you maintain the quality of your presence and the integrity of your alignment, receive your breath. The inhalation. And the exhalation. And remain with the flow of your breath, pranic inhalations and pranic exhalations. As every wave of breath sweeps the mind clean, clears the mind, and smooths the fluctuations of thought. And as the mind softens, the potency of our breath expands. And it is this expanded breath that carries us through our practice. And this expanded breath that is a gateway to our deep inner freedom. Find one more fluid breath here. Softly unite your hands into prayer mudra in front of the heart space. And we'll open our practice with a single Om. Feel free to join in at home if you'd like. Gather your long inhale. Inhale, guide your prayer hands, your mudra, between the eyebrows, that third eye point, Ajna chakra. And with an exhale, soften prayer back down through to the heart space. Allow the thumbs to rest right on the center of your chest. And align your awareness back with your breath. Invite your breath to grow long and deep as we awaken our Ujjayi breathing, ocean breathing. Gently narrow the center of your throat to discover long, deep inhales through the nose with an audible sound. And long, deep exhales through the nose with an audible ha sound. We continue to awaken our pranic capacity. Find one more Ujjayi breath here. And a soft releasing breath. Inhale through your nose. And out the mouth. As you return back to your Ujjayi breathing, inhale, sweep both arms overhead to the sky. Fill the body with breath. You might choose to direct your gaze upwards. The eyes could be open or closed. On the exhale, lower the arms down beside the body as the fingertips connect to the earth. Once again, inhale, float the arms all the way up. Body fills with breath. We expand. And this time as you exhale, interlace the fingers, rotate the palms towards the sky. Relax the shoulders down. If this isn't serving the shoulders or the neck, know that you could guide the backs of the hands or the palms onto the crown of your head. Take 3 long breaths here as we increase the capacity of our lungs. We begin to utilize the full capacity of our lungs. One more long inhalation and a small side bend to the right side. Exhale. Gently roll the heart open. One breath here. Inhale through to center, re-lengthen. And to the left side, exhale. Once again, gently roll the heart open. One breath, being in your body. Inhale back through center, spinal twist to the right side. Exhale, release the hands, draw into your twist. Left hand could rest on the right knee, right fingertips behind you on the earth perhaps. Option here to direct your gaze towards the back of your mat. Relax the shoulders, spine remains long, and breathe into the body. So the breath fills the entire space of yourself, infused with prana. One more breath. Parivrtta Siddhasana. Inhale, float back through center. Guide both arms overhead to the sky. Exhale, spinal twist to the left side, lower both arms down, find their placement, relax the shoulders, and choose a direction that serves the neck, perhaps towards the back of the room, or maybe chin and sternum will remain aligned. Breathe into your body. There's nowhere else you need to be but here. And one more long breath. Inhale, draw through center, both arms overhead. Spread through the fingers, awaken your palms, tabletop. Exhale, either guide yourself forward or you might choose to unravel your legs first and make your way into tabletop from there. Face the front of your mat. In tabletop, stack the wrists under the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, and invite the fingers to spread as you root the inner triad of the hands down into the earth. Marjoryasan, cat-cow, from our tabletop position. With an inhale, tilt the pelvis as you feel the tailbone draw up. Slowly arch the spine, low, mid, and upper back. Option to open the throat and gaze up, if that serves neck. Exhale, tilt the pelvis under as you tuck the chin towards the chest. We feel that ripple of rounding through the spine, low, mid, and upper back. Repeat the motion. Inhale, draw yourself forward. Shoulder blades guide down the back. Exhale, a deep round of the spine. Mindful movement. 3 more times. Inhale, Paraka. Exhale, Rachaka. 2, inhale. And out. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Neutral spine, inhale. Guide yourself back through to center. Walk the palms forward an inch or two as you create a little more space for the chest, the shoulders, the lungs, broad through the chest, broad through the shoulder blades. Continue to root the index and the thumb firmly into the earth. Downward dog, exhale, tuck the toes, lift your knees, and guide your seat to the sky. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Here in downward dog, find your expression of the pose that might incorporate movement, such as walking the dog, bend one knee and then the other knee. Or you might prefer to bend both knees and find a level of stillness in that variation, or perhaps both legs are close to straight. Know that you're more than welcome to modify this position with a tabletop or a child's pose. And of course, any position or practice we could modify with table or child's pose. Number 1 is to honor the limits of your body and adjust your practice from moment to moment as you see fit. 3 more breaths here in downward dog. Broaden the shoulder blades, relax your neck completely, soften the facial expression and your gaze, whether it's inner or outer. As you discover your next inhale, guide yourself forward to a high plank. You may need to lengthen your stance. Shoulders stack wrists, belly scoops back. With an exhale, place both knees to the earth and lower down chest and chin so you meet the floor. Untuck the toes, baby cobra, inhale, roll up, nose, chin, chest. Utilize spinal strength. And child's pose, exhale, forehead to the earth as we slowly glide ourselves all the way back. Arms long in front of the body. Rest the forehead down to the earth if possible. And 2 Ujjayi breaths here. On your next inhale, ripple yourself forward towards tabletop. Downward dog, exhale, tuck toes, lift knees, seat to the sky. We'll take that variation a little more or a little further. Inhale, draw forward to a high plank. Exhale, place the knees to the earth, lower chest and chin all the way down. Untuck the toes. Once you meet the earth, inhale, baby cobra, roll up, back body strength. And downward dog, exhale. Tuck the toes, knees for support, push up, flat back, belly scoops back, then lift the knees, seat to the sky. One more time like that with a variation. Inhale, draw forward, high plank. Option to keep the knees lifted. Exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Untuck the toes. Inhale, either baby cobra or cobra. You might choose to utilize some arm strength and support here. And downward dog, exhale. Either a push-up position or utilize the knees for support and guide yourself back. Once in downward dog or your modification of choice, find 3 breaths. Continue to soften into the experience of yourself. Soften into the engagement of your body that is necessary for you to be in down dog. And with your next inhale, walk, float, or step to standing forward bend at the front of your mat. Exhale, fold, hinge through the hips. Feet evenly grounded. Inhale, draw yourself all the way to standing. We'll rise, fill the body with breath. Option to gaze up at the peak and prayer to heart. Exhale. Take a moment, find your standing alignment. Feet about hip distance apart. We're continuing to face the front of the mat. I'll be your mirror image, of course. Spread and lengthen through the toes. Hips neutral, pelvis neutral, shoulders relaxed. Flapping wings. Inhale, extend both arms out to the side. Gentle open through chest. Option to open the throat. Exhale, sweep the arms forward, a little round of the spine, tuck chin to chest. Same motion. Inhale, expand as the arms float through space. Exhale, draw yourself forward. Inhale, these pranic pulse as we awaken the element of air. Exhale. Inhale, this time sweep both arms overhead to the sky. Half sun salutation. Exhale, fold forward. Lead with the heart as you bow down. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Fold again. Exhale. Feet to the earth, rooted down. The earth lifts us back up. Inhale. Draw all the way back to standing. Maybe a back bend at the peak if that supports you. And exhale, prayer to heart. Flapping wings once again. Inhale, open up. We expand. Exhale, draw forward. No boundaries and no limitations as the arms glide through space. The breath is free. The body is free. Inhale, arms overhead to rise. Half sun salutation. One more time. Exhale, fold forward. Ardha Surya Namaskara. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And fold again, exhale. Draw all the way back up, inhale. Fill your body with breath, pranic expansion. And prayer to heart, exhale. Through a Surya Namaskara A or a sun salutation with some variations, feel free to move into chaturanga or upward dog if that happens to be in your practice. I'll cue you. Inhale, the arms rise. Shoulders remain soft. Exhale, mindfully fold forward as you meet the earth, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen through the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. On your exhale, plant the palms, floater step yourself back to plank. And here, lower down halfway or all the way. Option for that chaturanga. Maybe you use the knees instead. Inhale, cobra, up dog, or baby cobra, your back bend of choice. Downward dog, exhale, glide yourself back. Good. Once in downward dog, find 3 long breaths. Continue to spread and lengthen through the fingers, spread and lengthen through the toes.
Allow the mind to focus on the thread of breath as the thread of breath aligns the body with the mind so we can draw closer to that sense of returning home. With an inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Warrior B, exhale, place right foot through between your hands. Step it up a couple times if you need. Pivot your back heel down. The hips will open to the side of your mat. Inhale, windmill yourself all the way up. I'll be your mirror image. Find your alignment. Front knee and front ankle are stacked. Right knee, right ankle are stacked. Spine is long. Here, rotate the palms to face forward, to face the side of the mat. Relax the shoulders. And align your chin with your sternum so the neck is aligned with the spine completely in the same direction. Flapping wings, inhale, gently open the heart. Exhale, sweep the arms forward. Inhale, open all the way back up. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale to open the arms all the way up. Palms continue to remain forward. Gaze is forward. And find your breath here. Perhaps the eyes close. Extending our electromagnetic field. Enhancing its capacity. Increasing our vibration. As prana fills the space of ourselves. One more breath, Mahavirabhadrasana. Inhale, straighten through your right leg, your front leg. You may want to shorten your stance in preparation for triangle pose. Exhale, invite the torso to draw forward. We can feel the right hip slightly draw back as we glide the right arm down towards that right shin or perhaps a prop. Left arm overhead to the sky. Choose a gaze that's appropriate. Floor, sidewall, or maybe up. Okay. Breathing into the body. Feel your right hip slightly lift away from the floor for a moment. Really activate through that right leg and ground strongly through the ball of the right foot. The back of your right knee should remain somewhat soft rather than locked. Breath streaming through the lines of the body. One more breath here. Still soft through the back of your right knee. Inhale, torso draws all the way up. Exhale, bend deeply into the right knee. Windmill your arms forward. Fingertips to the earth. Pop your back heel. Place the back knee down to the earth. Low lunge. So an Anjaneyasana variation. Here you're welcome to remain fingertips to floor or props, blocks perhaps. Or inhale, torso rises. Extend the arms out from the sides of the body like wings. Square through the hips. That right hip draws back, left hip draws forward, stable through the lower half of the body, freedom in the upper half of the body. Experience the vibration of yourself. One more long inhale. Exhale, guide the palms to land on the heart center. One breath here. Inhale, extend both arms overhead to the sky as we rise. Palms to the earth, exhale. Inhale, lift your back knee. Exhale, step back, high plank pose. And here, option to lower through a flow as we've been doing previously, or you might draw into a child's pose or straight to a downward dog. Once you arrive in your position, downward dog or a modification of that, reconnect to your breath. Relax the jaw. Relax your gaze. Continue to soften the mind as the field of prana fills your focus. A soft releasing breath in downward dog. Inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Inhale, raise your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog, Ekapada Adho Mukha. Exhale, place left foot through between the hands, warrior B. Pivot your back heel down, hips open. And when ready, inhale, windmill yourself all the way up. Right? Connect to the alignment, left knee, left ankle stacked. Spine is long, shoulders stacked with the hips, aligned with the hips. Rotate the palms forward. Gaze forward. Inhale, open through the heart. Exhale, sweep the arms forward. 2 more times. Inhale, we open up. Soft through body. Exhale. Like the pulse of breath of a gentle wind, cleansing our inner world. Inhale to open all the way up. Hold the position here as you exhale and find long, deep Ujjayi breaths. One more breath in Virabhadrasana B. Inhale, straighten through the left leg, your front leg. Shorten the stance as needed for triangle pose. Exhale, glide the torso forward. Left hand draws towards that left shin, right arm overhead, though we could always modify or adjust that position as needed. Find your most appropriate gaze and return to the breath. One more breath in triangle Utthita Trikonasana. Soft through the back of your left knee. Inhale, draw the torso all the way up. Exhale, bend deeply into that left knee. Windmill the arms forward, fingertips to the earth. Pop your back heel. Hips are square. Place the back knee down. Low lunge. Left knee, left ankle are stacked. Here you're welcome to remain. Or inhale, draw the arms out through to the sides. Breathing into your body. Grounded and open as the wisdom of prana expands through you, feeds you, and guides you back home. One more breath. Gently sweep the palms to the heart center and find one breath here. Inhale, stream the arms overhead, extension. Palms to earth, exhale. Inhale, lift your back knee. Exhale, step back, high plank pose. And here again, option to move through a flow or straight to downward dog or even a child's pose. Listen to your body and find your most ideal transition. Once you've returned to downward dog or a variation of downward dog, again, settle into your breath. Give your head and neck a little shake. Ease fills the body. And a releasing breath here. Inhale, nose. and out the mouth. On your next inhale, walk, float, or step to standing forward bend. Back up to the front of your mat. Exhale, hinge the hips and draw down. Inhale all the way up to standing. Fill the body, unravel the body. And exhale, prayer to heart. Good. Here in your Tadasana position, just readjust your stance and your alignment. Feet about hip distance apart. The toes spread and lengthen forward. Relax your arms down beside your body. Soften the shoulders and invite your eyes to close. Return into that physical steadiness as you stream earth energy up into the body through the soles of the feet. The entire rib cage is spacious as you attune to the expansion of breath in all directions and this subtle contraction, this subtle return threaded back through to center. A weaving of life force. A weaving of prana in its most tangible form of breath. Inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Gently open your eyes. Continue to root down through the soles of your feet. Draw both arms overhead. Inhale, paraka. We'll return to that Venus clasp. Exhale, interlace the fingers, rotate the palms to the sky, and of course, find an alternate arm variation if you need to. Shift your weight into the sole of the right foot. Inhale, left heel lifts. The ball of the foot might remain on the floor, or draw that ball of foot off of the floor, left knee bent about hip height. Encourage the front low ribs to slightly draw in towards the pubic bone. There's a little shortening through the core to activate the core. Option here to lengthen your left leg out. Use your Ujjayi breathing to support your body, to support the focus of your mind. If your right leg was extended, bend the knee. Inhale here, lift the knee a little higher. And exhale, place that left foot down. Release your arms completely. And a moment, shimmy, shake it out, let it all go. Soften through the joints. Allow the energy flow to move through the joints. And then return back to your standing alignment, Tadasana. Inhale, arms back to the sky. Exhale, rotate the palms upwards. Of course, feel free to take a variation of this arm position as you might need. Shift your weight into the sole of the right foot this time. Inhale, or the left foot rather. Inhale, lift the right heel away from the floor. Ball of the foot might remain, or we lift that whole right foot off the floor and the right knee draws about hip height. Again, continue to guide subtly the front low ribs down. Breathing into the body. We have the option here to extend the right leg forward. And if it was extended forward, bend the knee. Draw it a little higher, inhale. And exhale mindfully, place that right foot down. And we'll release the arms again completely. One more little shimmy, little shake. Soften shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, knees, ankles.
Nice. And then near the top edge of your mat, still in Tadasana, make our way down towards the earth with a flow. Inhale, rise arms overhead. Exhale, surrender down to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen through the spine, open the chest. Exhale, plant the palms, float or step yourself back to plank and lower down halfway or all of the way. Inhale, cobra up dog or baby cobra. And downward dog, exhale, sweep yourself back. Find one breath here in downward dog. Inhale, place both knees to the earth, tabletop. Align your table position. And with an exhale, draw your right hand to center and then slightly forward from there as we create a bit more space for the chest and the shoulders. Threading the needle, inhale, draw your left arm overhead to the sky as we open up. And exhale, weave that left arm underneath the right as you draw the shoulder and or ear to or towards the floor. We'll repeat the motion. Inhale, draw yourself all the way up. We open to the sky, open chest and shoulders. Exhale, weave yourself all the way through. One more time, inhale, fill body with breath, paraka. Exhale, rachaka. Here we'll remain in our threaded position. Your top hand, your right hand, could stay exactly where it is on the floor near your gaze, or you might choose to draw it into a variation, perhaps to open it towards the sky. We could rest it on the low back, or we could even walk the right fingertips towards the top edge of the mat and then slightly towards the back of the body. Of course, choose a position that is very sustainable for you. And we'll incorporate one Brahmari breath here, humming through the nose on the exhalation. Gather a long inhale. If your top hand, the right hand, was in a variation, guide it back to its neutral placement. Inhale, slowly unravel through to center. Good. Back to tabletop, a breath here in neutral spine. And this time, guide your left hand to center and slightly forward. We switch sides. Inhale, that right arm will open up. And exhale, weave yourself all the way through. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Here will remain. Your top hand, the left hand, could stay exactly where it is, or you might choose to find a variation. Breathing into the body, into those areas of sensation that are calling your attention. They are seeking more prana. So we do just that. We offer them our pranic breath and our presence. And one Brahmari breath here, inhale.
Unravel through the center. Inhale. And exhale into your tabletop position. Little cat-cow. Inhale. Heart draws forward. We tilt the pelvis up. Gaze up perhaps. Exhale. Very gentle round of spine. Once again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Neutral spine, inhale. Fold back to child's pose, exhale. Here in child's pose, you might choose to extend the arms long in front of you. You might prefer to sweep them back alongside the body, or maybe even create a pillow with the hands for the forehead. Settle into a version of child's pose, Ardha Yoga Mudra, that allows your body to really relax. The sensation of melting from within. Spacious through the low back, through the sacrum. As we fold into the womb of ourselves. Into the womb of our nature as full, complete, internally aligned. One more sweet breath here. If the arms were swept back alongside the body, extend them out in front of you. Inhale, draw yourself forward back towards tabletop. Make your way to seated. Exhale, cross the ankles and sit back, or we could, of course, draw to the side and then find our sit bones to the earth from there. Move into a comfortable seated position. That might be cross-legged for you, but it could be something alternate, legs long or kneeling. And in our seated position, encourage the spine to rise. The shoulders are still relaxed. We're going to connect with the tips of the fingers and the thumbs and begin to tap, just gently, the chest, the upper chest, the lungs, the heart. The breath here is long and deep, and you're more than welcome to close the eyes. As we settle into this yogic technique to purify the lungs, to purify the breath, to enhance the quality of prana that fills us, feeds us, and informs our experience of life. One more breath. And slowly release the hands. Rotate the palms open to the sky.
Close the eyes if not already there. And draw into this moment of stillness as we experience a sensation of being alive. And a releasing breath, inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Gently open the eyes if not already there. Extend your legs out in front of you. So the legs out in front, the feet quite close to the top edge of your mat. Single leg forward bend. Inhale, draw your right leg up. Catch hold of the foot, the side of the leg, and find a few rotations, like rocking the baby, as we recognize the mobility within the right hip. And then place the sole of that right foot to the inner left thigh. Draw both arms overhead, inhale, feeding the spine with length. Exhale, square the chest over your long leg and bow yourself down. Place the hands wherever it's appropriate. It might be the floor, it might be the leg, it might be close to the foot. But wherever you are, wherever the hands are placed, what's more important is that we can continue to soften the shoulders down, broaden through the chest, and allow that neck to remain spacious, to have space and freedom. And again, we're surrendering into the current of the breath as it meets the body and as it meets the mind. Streamlining the layers of ourself. Surrendering the rajas of the mind. We draw closer to sattva and illumination. One more breath, Janu Sirsasana A. Inhale, arms overhead, rise, release the forward fold. Exhale, relax both arms down. Lengthen your right leg out in front. We'll switch sides. Inhale, draw the left leg up, catch hold of the foot, the side of the leg, a few rocks, rotations, mobilize the hip. Place the sole of that left foot to the inner right thigh. Right foot is still awake, toes spread. Inhale, arms stream overhead. Square the chest to that right leg. Exhale, bow yourself down. Again, place the hands wherever it is most appropriate for you. Floor, leg, close to the foot. Perhaps close down the eyes, soften the inner gaze. As we not only bow down, but we bow into ourselves. There's a level of devotion for ourselves. We deserve this quality of presence. We deserve ease. We deserve to open the gateway to peace of mind. And the breath is our navigation.
One more breath here. Inhale to rise, arms sky. Exhale, release the arms. Lengthen your left leg back out in front of you. Offer the legs a little shimmy, a shake, maybe even the ankles, a rotation, both directions. And from this seated staff pose, we'll lower ourselves all the way down to the earth. You can either draw down with core control or feel free to use the support of your arms to make your way down to the earth. When you meet the earth, draw both knees in towards the chest. Offer yourself a little hug, Pavanmuktasana, maybe some side-to-side rocks, or maybe center stillness, but draw the forehead towards the knees. So we not only get creative with ourselves and our practice, but we gain a level of intuition of how the body moves. What would be of most service for the body? If you are incorporating movement in your knees to chest pose, draw yourself back to center stillness. With the knees bent, place the feet onto the floor about hip distance apart. The heels are aligned with the sit bones. The feet point forward. Place the arms down beside the body, palms to the earth, and gaze is straight up to the sky. Inhale, engage your thighs here. A little bit of engagement through the glutes, the hips. Slowly tilt the pelvis, feel the tailbone lift away from the earth, and then slowly draw the pelvis away from the floor. Low, mid, and upper back lift off of the earth as we draw our weight onto the upper shoulders. Now here you're welcome to stay. This could be perfect for you. Some of us might choose to walk the shoulders under and interlace the fingers. Alternatively, you could move into other arm variations, even wheel pose, if that happens to be in your practice and you feel your body is warm enough and ready for that. Honor the limits. That is number one. Listen to your body. And the breath is here to support you. The focus of the mind is here to support you. One more long breath. Find a full inhale. If the hands were clasped, release them. Exhale, slowly roll down vertebra by vertebra. Lift the heels if you need more space for the low back. Once you've met the earth, move into a counter pose of choice. That could be lying flat, legs long. You could swivel the legs side to side. Maybe the knees back towards the chest gently, or a happy baby pose. But we're not limited to those options. 2 more breaths in your counter. Slowly draw the knees back towards the chest. Knees to chest if you're not already in that position. We'll make our way into a reclined spinal twist. So you can stack the knees over top of the hips, extend the arms out into a T position from the shoulders if you have the space. If not, feel free to draw into cactus arms, bent at the elbows. Let's lower our legs to the right side. So we'll draw them down towards the earth. You might need to shimmy the pelvis a little closer to the midline of your mat, so you start to align the hips and the shoulders. And if you're feeling any strain in the hips or the low back, we might actually choose to prop up the bottom leg or place a block or a blanket, a towel between the legs. Allow yourself to breathe here. And perhaps the gaze draws towards the left side. One more breath here. Slowly unravel through to center as you inhale. Draw the legs back through to center. You might choose to have a little squeeze. And we'll switch sides. So again, arms can extend out in T or cactus position. Lower your legs to the left side. Take a moment. Perhaps you need to draw your pelvis a little closer to the midline of your mat. We have the option to direct our gaze to the right side. Know again that you could use a prop underneath the bottom leg or between the legs. And one more breath in your reclined spinal twist. Slowly unravel back through to center. Realign the spine and the pelvis and guide both knees gently towards the chest. A releasing breath here. Inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Slowly draw yourself into final relaxation. However, if your body is looking for one more counter pose, of course, take that first. You might incorporate some props here in Shavasana, a bolster under the knees, a blanket over the body, eye pillow. And as you connect into this position, offer your body deep relaxation. So any effort within the physical expression can unravel completely as we surrender the weight of our bodies down into the earth, grounded and whole. Here the breath grows very soft and subtle. And even through the softness of the breath, it continues to smooth the mind. The mind much more receptive now after our practice. We easily internally align, drifting into the purity of collective consciousness. And here we'll rest, and I'll invite you back when it's time.
Paramahamsaya vidmahe Paramahamsaya dhimahi Tano Hamsa prachodayat. Sweetly gather your awareness to envelope your entire body. This body that has been resting. Awareness embodied, attuned to your breath. Prana inhale. Prana exhale. All together, discover a soft inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Slowly draw movement into your fingers, your toes, wrists, ankles. One at a time, guide the knees towards your chest. And slowly roll to the right side. Make your way back up to a comfortable seated position of choice. The spine long, pranic path clear. Allow the breath to enter your awareness. It is still subtle. It is still soft. And as the breath sweeps through you, as you soften and unravel your awareness around the thread of breath in the service of alignment, notice the edges of the body relax, the edges of the mind relax. Receptive, open, and whole. Unite your hands into prayer mudra. We'll seal our time with one Om. Join in at home if you'd like. Long inhalation. Inhale, prayer to third eye. Exhale, prayer to heart. The divine light in me bows to the divine light in all of you. Namaste. Right, thank you all so much. Please encourage yourself to settle into that stream of prana as it consistently supports us on the mat and off the mat. Have a very wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Thank you.